Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us on this Thursday afternoon. You know, reports of fentanyl overdoses are not uncommon, especially in Yuma County. According to Yuma County Sheriff's Office, 28 people died from a fentanyl overdose in 2020. In 2021, there were already 2 more related deaths. Tonight, News 11's Arlette Youssef brings us a special report on the dangerous drug that's right in our backyard and how those affected are now fighting fentanyl.
Trying fentanyl even for the first time can land you in an ambulance such as this one, clinging for dear life. M30 or Perks are just some of the street names of this deadly drug.
Opiate overdose and drug overdoses are things that we see, unfortunately, often here in the emergency department.
These kids, especially here in Yuma, it's bad.
It just came out of nowhere for a lot of kids that were passing away.
Kids seeking a thrill, not knowing they were playing with fire.
Even if you take one pill, or even if you take a little bit, that's the risk you're running. You can slow your breathing, you can pass out, and you can die.
There are no rules or guidelines for the contents of street drugs. One pill could have more fentanyl in it than the next one, yet look identical.
But she didn't want to lose her life to it.
An unfortunate reality faced all too often.
We've seen 40% of fentanyl overdoses end fatally.
I had no idea that it was that bad. No idea. Until it was already too late.
Too late for Nisili Tuyasasopo.
My daughter, Nisili, was 18 years old when she passed from fentanyl accidental overdose.
A daughter, a sister, and a friend.
I tapped her on the bottom of her foot to get her up because she had treatment and she didn't move. And with every bit of me, everything that I am, and as her mother, because she didn't jump up and say, "Stop, Mom," or "No, I don't want to get up." She didn't make a sound. She didn't make a sound.
Every day we'll never get over it. Any mother or father that loses a child, you don't ever get over it. So the goal of the foundation is to ultimately take this problem and make it a law. We want to call it Nisili's Law, and that will bridge the gap between minors going from the youth system over into the adult system.
The Tuyasasopos say that Nisili was doing well in the local youth program she was attending and did not want to transition into the adult program. But once Nisili turned 18, she aged out and had no choice but to try the adult program in order to keep working towards recovery. The grieving family believes this transition led to a critical downfall in Nisili's recovery progress.
It's been a really, really rough year. It's been a very rough year.
They have made it their mission to spread awareness and unite our community to fight fentanyl together. If passed, Nisili's Law could help create an alternative treatment plan for those who turn 18 while in the youth program.
We've had plenty of time for the world to know that fentanyl, illicit fentanyl, will kill you. Everybody knows that.
The strength of fentanyl is higher than most other drugs.
10 times stronger than heroin. And fentanyl can be up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Approximately 6% of those that we see for fentanyl overdose are less than 17 years old.
That fentanyl drug, just like heroin, it's like you take it once, you're already an addict, and you can just be playing around.
There is a real misconception about who is doing this drug, what kind of person is doing this drug.
Arlette, it doesn't matter. Rich, poor, yellow, black, red, it don't matter. That thing is not prejudice. It's taking everybody and anything. You try it, it's going to take you out. You will lose. That fight is something you don't want to try.
Arizona State Senator Christine Marsh, representing District 28, is also grieving the loss of her 25-year-old son, Landon Marsh, who lost his life to fentanyl just last year when he took what he thought was Percocet. Representative Marsh recently presented Bill SB 1486, which legalizes drug test strips that can detect fentanyl mixed into other drugs. The bill was approved by the Senate Health and Human Services Committee earlier this month. A similar hope for Nisili's family in the near future.
My wife couldn't even talk, she just screamed. And when I can hear that scream, I already knew something was wrong.
The weight of the pain that the Tuyasasopos carry is heavy.
I walk around broken. I walk around half dead because my daughter's gone. I don't want to see another kid. I don't want to read about it. I want to see another family, another mother, another father crying, hurting. It'll never go away. I tell my kids, it'll never go away. Life's different. I see it different. I drive around and see my daughter with me, but it's different, but I still see her sitting there. But she's not there. She's not there.
The treatment for addiction is available. There are a number of providers in town. We are one of them. And we just encourage anybody that has questions for a loved one, for themselves, to reach out. There is such a stigma that comes with addiction, and individuals sometimes don't want to seek treatment because they don't want to be seen as that person.
Abarca says there is hope for successful recovery.
Just over the last 5 years, we've seen dozens of people just start that program, finish it, and get through it, go on to live fruitful lives and productive lives. That's the goal of treatment. That's the goal that we're looking for individuals.
There is no shame in asking for help to stop using fentanyl or any harmful substance. Programs are available even with financial hardship. If you or a loved one is seeking help, or you would like to learn more about Nisili's fight, visit kyma.com. In 2020 alone, the Yuma Fire Department responded to 160 calls related to opioid use. In 2021, they've already responded to 22 calls at least. I'm Marlette Youssef, News 11.